Okay, so good morning. It is 7:20, and this is a video I was supposed to do last night, but I was too tired and fell asleep. So now I am up and I have my cup of tea to rinse away the mistake that was eating leftover onion rings. And yeah, let's go. So No Man's Sky's Foundation update came out, so I played it for a little bit now. I didn't really want to do it until I played it for a while. So here's a video on the update and what I think maybe they should be looking at doing in the future. So, brilliant. First thing I did was go get myself a freighter, which was not as enjoyable as I thought. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I could kind of guess that they were gonna do something like this because of the way they had the front of the ship. In the previous game, it looked like you could fly in, but you just crashed into it. So I basically flew into the first one I saw, and I bought the first one. Probably a mistake. It cost me 8.5 million units, which would pretty much wipe me out. I think I only had about 9. So I landed my little ship in there, and then we went and had a look. Now, it looks pretty cool inside. Although every single freighter is exactly the same, which, yeah, never mind. I'll live with that. But it's fairly disappointing, really, isn't it? And I'm imagining the fact that I can use my gun potentially means in the future they may have walking NPCs where you can shoot and protect your ship, maybe? Who knows? So I haven't done really any building in this ship because I don't see the need at this moment in time. I like the look of the ships, they're pretty cool. Only thing I'm really disappointed at is there's zero things to do in the ship apart from speak to the captain and then do your swapping of your inventory. Now, which I think is very cumbersome to have to go to this guy to do it. I mean, I know you can do it by swapping, but it's all just so cumbersome and unintuitive. Already I've filled all my measly 13 slots, which I think is kind of ridiculous that you buy a freighter that has less slots than my little ship. Granted, you can hold double per square, but still, double per square pretty much is only, you know, coming up close to this. So kind of useless. So I do think that's very poor. But hey ho, you can unlock bigger freighters in a similar way of just buying new ones, bigger ones when they come along. I have found one that had 28, but it were like 30 million, so I'm a long way from that. As you can see, I've only got 1.3 million units. So that looks like it could be a long, tiresome road to get in a big ship. I didn't look online of exactly how big they go, but I think they go like 48 or something like that. Anyway, so that's that. It's a little bit better, but not much better. This guy keeps on talking when you're in this screen, which is really annoying. So that's that. I am still already running out of space on stuff. So, okay, let's take a little look back down here. Now, up there is where you can build your own little base, quarters and stuff, which I've not done because I don't see the point at this moment in time. Okay, so one of the things I would have liked to have seen with this update, or possibly with future updates, is the fact that you have one ship and that's it. You have one ship and you've got all these slots. Now it would be nice if you could acquire more ships and store them in here, so you have maybe one ship that is for close combat fighting, one ship which is for long range fighting, one ship which is just for gathering minerals and resources, and maybe spaces for just ships that you like the look of. But no, other ships can come and land. Same as a space station, you can talk to them, buy their ships, but you get rid of your old ship, which for me, I like my little ship, I like the way it looks, and I want to keep it. Yet it's becoming useless because it's only got 23 slots. So you've got a freighter, which is humongous, that can only hold a tiny little bit of minerals, and only one ship. You can't have more than one ship. So it would be nice if in future updates they allow you to store more than one ship. And you know, why don't they have storage units placeable in here, so you could take up space either with ships or storage units? Because this ship, with the size, should be able to hold absolutely fucking tons and tons of minerals and stuff. Yet you're basically stuck with that piddle of shit there. It's fucking pointless. It really is pointless. I mean, look at the size of the fucking ship. It's massive. You know, if they're gonna do it, they want to be like a, you know, physics and sciencey based thing, but they give you a ship that's fucking massive, but you can't store on it. So, well, that's what I'd like to see. Multiple ships owned, better storage, and whatnot. Anyway, let's take a little flight down to my base, which I basically built a base on the first place I could. Oh yeah, another thing I think would be nice is that if you could go into control mode, maybe fly the freighter, and maybe you know, control these turrets. That'd be pretty cool. So let's go to my base. Oh no, no, no! See, that's bullshit as well. Why the fuck you can't just say dock yes or no? That'd be nicer. Right. Let's try that again. Yeah, so I built a base stupidly on a planet that's got aggressive sentinels. Yeah. And let's not take piss out of my base. I know it's not very good design. I've just been plonking shit down to see how it all works. And yeah, every time it wants to land me really far away. Oh. Just grab these. I've also found that if I go to my freighter and save it, I come back, these little plants regrow. So kind of got a never-ending supply of that shit. Yeah, I know. I picked a shitty planet to build a base on. But anyway, let's have a look. So we've got a portal to a space station which can send you through different systems, which is pretty cool. This thing that does nothing. This thing, I don't know what that does yet. Now, also, I've not looked any of this stuff up, so that's why. Right. Okay, so we got this guy. The constructor helps building this guy, science guy. And so far I've got this guy, weapons guy. I'm just going to pause it here. And so he's the weapons guy. And another thing, so I've got my setup for my multi-tool. You know, it's adequate for what I need. It destroys sentinels pretty good, even though it's not got the the blaster type attachment. It's just got the mining laser and stuff. I've got these, blah blah blah. It's a bit shitty looking. I'm not keen on it. I'd prefer a different one. But the thing is, I can't be asked rebuilding all these things. So one thing would be nice is if you could actually just save the attachments you've already built it and unattach it and then reattach it to another one. But you can't. You've got to rebuild them. Or you get another one with him all installed, but then you got to find out which ones you want and blah blah blah. Move back. Now, maybe, hopefully, the fact that they've got like these, that you can place one of these down without weapons on, so you can have different variations of multi-tools. So you can have one there that looks like it might be for mining, and then one there that looks like it's for, you know, combat. That would be nice, please, if you would do that. So that's one thing I'd like to also see in regards to the multi-tools. And then again, we have, I'm just building loads of storage. Well, you can only build 9 storage units. So this is how I've got it set up, because I can't seem to find how you attach them to the insides. So I've got them set up like that, so I'd have to go outside and get shot by the nasty sentinels on this planet. And this is your storage unit, so you get more storage. Now each one can hold 1,000 like your freighter can, but you only get 5 slots. Why only 5? Why, you know, can I upgrade these? Well, you know, why would give 5 slots when there's like room for 6? Why not just put 6? Maybe that's my OCD wanting to see that box filled. But yeah, 5 slots that can only hold 1,000. Now there's quite a lot of different stuff you can collect, so you know, having 5 slots per thing, and the fact that you can only build 9, 10. You can build 10. So you get 50 slots. I talk about 50 slots. That's right, isn't it? 50 slots. Yep. So you can have 50 slots for storage. Now I don't know if you can build other bases on other planets and then put more down. I don't know. I have to check that out. But I think 5 slots is pretty shit when they can only hold 1,000. You know, I mean, what have I got? And especially, actually, when the special units like these and these, you can only hold 10. You know, where you used to be, I did the glitch where you could hold 100 of them kind of items. You know, so it's doable. I don't know why they've only put 10 when their own glitches made you be able to put 100 down. They've decided no, you can have 10. The game is, you know, I mean, I do like it to an extent, but it is a tedious game, back and forth collecting. So to have to manage these resources the way I am doing, because you get such limited storage space, it's been a real pain in the ass. So storage space, please fucking change the storage space so I can store loads more shit. I really would appreciate that. The building is alright. I mean, I'm at a stage now where I've got quite a bit of stuff. It don't quite make sense to me, exactly, some of the stuff. You know, you get like structures, so a foundation. But I don't know why I need a foundation when I can place that anyway. So I can place that down without the need to put a foundation down. So I'm not quite sure why. There's a foundation and then that. Because even though you can see the floor, I don't think you can see the floor once you put it down. So we can try. Let's just go stick it over here. And no door on it. No door on it. So let's put a door on it. See, so it automatically puts a floor on it anyway. So why the fuck is there? Why bother with a foundation? And then you got some useless parts, decorations, which are, you know, totally useless. Wow, a bed, brilliant. And another thing, it's like, so you get a bed, can't sleep in it, doesn't do anything. It's literally just decoration. It's total useless. Cupboards, wall units. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them there so I bang my head on the morning when I wake up. You know, you got, let's make it look pretty. Oh, and a fan. Oh yeah, because I need ventilation. But then you get, you know, you got like, let's have a look. Where, there we go. Here we go. So this is basically just decoration. I mean, it doesn't say you can store anything in it. It just says buildable ornament to beautify your base. Now I can't build it because I don't have all that stuff. But look what it needs. It needs 10 then Voltic cells, 5 glass and 2 dynamic resonators, which they're not cheap and they're pain in the ass to build. The Voltic cells are pretty easy to build, but you still need 10 of them, which means you need 10, you know, slots somewhere to hold them. Well, you can store 10 in one load, can't you? But if you build that, by the looks of it, it is literally just an ornament. It can't store anything in it. Same with that one. It takes so much resources, but it doesn't say you can actually store stuff in it. It just says decoration. So why would you build one of them if you can't store out in it? Anyway, another decoration. What's this? Buildable ornament. I don't know. Should we just put it down? Oh wow. Carpet. Fantastic. Although the rest of the base building is pretty good. It's relatively simple. You just drop it down. It connects to each other, so you can build decent sized bases. Having the storage is better. I do enjoy the fact that I have storage, but overall, it's a step in the right direction. I do think they need another year, basically, I think, to do this. It's a good step in the right direction, but please think about it. I mean, I really don't understand the freighter business. I mean, the freighters are almost useless. You do most of your building on a planet, not on a freighter. So, you know, I'm having to fly up to a freighter to drop minerals off that I might need in future. I'm having to really manage my resources down here. When, you know, this game is like, it's fucking futuristic. We've got teleporters that can go from system to systems, yet, you know, I've still got to travel the long way around to the fucking centre of the galaxy, which is a bit stupid. I don't know. I think I'm maybe being a bit critical, but I really want to like this game, and I do to an extent, but the more I've played the Foundation update, the more I think, ugh, come on, the simple stuff is like, make these fucking storage units hold more. Let my little spaceship hold more. Instead of having to find a new fucking ship when I really actually like the look of this one. If I want more slots, I've got to get a new ship. Why can't you just upgrade your ship like you could with your suit? Now that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Build more slots. I like my ship. I like it. I don't want to have to get another one. So basically, I've stuck now for ages with 23 slots because I like the ship. Oh, come on, Hello Games. How about, you know, let us collect ships, let us collect multi-tools, you know, let us collect as many variants as your game will produce, maybe, almost. How about letting us create freighters that have, you know, more than fucking 13 slots? Or how about us letting collect multiple freighters, so we have like a little, you know, what do you call it? Oh, what do you call it? A little armada. That's right, a little armada of freighters, and starships, and then you can have the battles that they promised we'd have. So basically, you could have a couple of freighters. One is your flagship, a couple of little fighters flying around, you know, hired mercenaries, or you know, crew or whatever. That'd be pretty cool to see. Yeah. And how about trading in? I mean, I don't. Does it trade in the value of your last ship? So if I find another ship that's worth 10 million, do I get 8 million for this one that I spent? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I know. See, although these guys are a good source of titanium. Oh no, not anymore. They used to give you titanium, didn't they? Not anymore. Okay, so what I will do is I will teleport myself through here. You don't need to see that. I'll come back in a second. I jumped the gun. Actually, no, I forgot. Once you've gone to different space stations, it looks like it might record them. Now, I don't know how many it's going to record, whether it just records every single one you've been to, or whether it just records 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know. I shall soon find out. So I've kind of just stuck to a couple where I've got some resources to do stuff. So let's travel to let's travel to this one. Connecting to terminus. I won't complain about the loading on this. It does take a while. Ooh, it's a nice cup of tea. It's starting to go cold though. Oh, sorry if that was making big gulping sounds. It's more interesting than this. Things like this have always... oh, here we go, it's loading in. There we go. So... and every time I travel through there, I can access this again. New technology discovered. Now, it's not new technology, I already have that. It looks like I'm rediscovering all the technologies I've already had. So yeah, space station. And come on, maybe give us a variation of fucking space stations, Jesus. So, I do believe I've been to some of these planets. You've got some more options down here. Stick in your freighter. I'm not sure what, you know, sometimes it just don't let you. Come on. Come on, stick it. It don't tell you why it won't go down. Anyway, you can do other stuff. You can refill your launches from here, there's stuff like that. Access your star map. Why sometimes it just won't let you. I don't know. Maybe I'm too close to the space station. So the anomaly over there, get me a bit closer. Undiscovered. That one have I been to? Undiscovered. I've been to that one. Undiscovered. Been to this one. I've been to that one. Now another good, and I've already been to that one. So I've just kind of named these ones so I remember what's on the planets that's worth me going to them for. I'll rename that one. Yeah, I have, yeah. Also another good little thing is you can point at a planet, scan it, and it will tell you what minerals are on there, which is fantastic. So you know, you can, with a quick scan, you can go, right, I'll go to that planet and get them minerals, which is pretty good. That's a good benefit, a very good benefit. Now, also, I'm hoping the fact that if you travel to a system and then you can teleport back to your base, so you can re-access that system easily by just clicking on its name, means you can, when you decide to go off route, you're not going to get lost and you're going to better find back to your base easy enough. It just means that, you know, oh, fuck off. If you go into like thingy mode and you want to travel off and go wherever you want, not that I'd be able to fly this far, you know, way too far. You know, but you can do it if you really wanted to. Go off, find the station, and then travel back to your base, and you can then go from wherever, which is pretty good. We're not going to do that at this moment in time. So yeah, brilliant stuff. So you can go straight to there, and go multiple systems then easily. Let's see. They've changed a few things as well. I mean, you now need iron to you need iron now to get your pulse engine on. I'm not sure why they changed that from iron from thanium to iron. Doesn't really makes much sense to me. That's the same. Let's put some more plutonium in there. Although you could, yeah, I could use thanium before. I don't know. Oh, and I tell you what, I am sick of things breaking, going through black holes. So yeah, all in all, I do like everything they've put in. I like everything they've put in. I definitely do. I hope they still amend the storage on this, because you know there's so many games that use building and crafting and stuff and collecting. You know, I can hold more stuff in Fallout 4 as a character running around than I can in this. It feels like I'm constantly having to go backwards and forwards. You know, and the planets are quite dissimilar in kind of what they hold, depending on what star system you're in. So, you know, it's alright going to a planet that has everything you need, but not every planet has everything you need. You know, there's no gold, no emerald on this one. What have we got on this one? Oh, there's an abandoned building. What, no minerals? Maybe I'm too far away. So yeah, I do like everything they've put in it. See there, habitable base. Now, can I have more than one base? I will check that out and maybe do a video just on the base a bit more in depth. So yeah, please change the storage. Please change. Also, yeah, actually, how you fucking collect minerals, because 2 bits of mineral per second of lasering is a fucking ball ache. Now I know from the creative mode you get like little miners, but I don't seem to be getting the little miners just yet, and I honestly don't know how they work yet. Do I leave a miner and then have to come back to it, so I've got to remember where the fucking thing is, or does it just automatically mine and then send itself back to my freighter or something like that? I don't really know yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be the most painful way of doing it. Making a game drag is not the best way to do things. I like hoarding, I like collecting, I don't mind grinding, but grinding for the sake of grinding is a bit shit. Hello game, so please do some tweaks and amendments to that kind of stuff, and continue to add more crafting abilities and more building and more collecting, please. All in all, yep, I like your update. Continue, please. I know you get a lot of shit off people, but I think if you'd waited another year to release the game, it would have been a bit of a heartache, but you'd have probably sent us a better game. So shut up moaning, people, just enjoy it for what it is at now. There's worse games out there, a lot worse games. So thanks for watching, and tell me what you guys think. Bye. So yeah, quick note at the end. Yeah, I went to another planet and looked at another base, and yeah, guess what? You can only build one fucking base. That is it. So you can build one base and no more. Not one base per planet, which would make sense, but no, one base, period. So this is a different system altogether, but you can only do one base. definitely please update that. Why can't I have a base per planet? You know, just one base per planet would be nice. If everything's just stored as fucking numbers, as you say, then surely it's not a matter of pushing the PlayStation too far with regards to how much I can build. Why only one base? And there, so like, okay, claiming this base will delete your previous base. Most of the resources used to build your previous base will be made available in the item cache. So it doesn't transfer your base to this planet. It just fucking deletes everything and then gives you the resources. Now, I'd be interested in doing this to find out kind of like how much is held in there. Because if that is almost, well, it can't be infinite, but if it's a huge amount of materials that can be held in there, then it would be worth going here, deleting your base, everything will get stored into there, right? Then go back to your previous base, delete it and move it back to that spot, you know, after you've built up this base. So then it all gets stored back into that cache and vice versa until you've got fucking loads of stuff in here. Whether that will happen, I don't know. Now I've built some storage units, I don't want to find out, but I will test it in the creative mode. Fuck you, Hello Games. I'm starting to think, fuck you. Although, hopefully I can travel back. Oh no, I can't travel. I've got to initiate it first, and then I can use this fucking portal. So I can't go from base to base, which I thought you might be able to do. Yep, I'm starting to think, fuck you, Hello Games, fuck you.